Hi friends, MDV with the cat is there, and today again my little cereal sequel of staple foods is going on, and I want to begin with some crackers. And there's some awesome recipes out there, and of course you always create your own, but the first one who did these flax crackers, they began a revolution in the raw food scene. It was James Sheridan. I already mentioned him. He has these green powders out there, and fantastic, 30 or 40 different greens in there, and he's a great researcher for 25 years or so. Yeah, but then others came and did the same thing, and nice recipes, and there's one chef now, I like him a lot. He's from England, and his name is Russell James, and he has some nice recipes too, and I find, because I find that it makes a difference what a personal flavor, taste chef has, and this one is very, I found some recipes I really like. I find they're very characteristic to the point and very fine balanced. I really appreciate what he's doing, and he has a good online presence, and he does nice things and invites people to join his classes. He's fully engaged in this, what he's doing, a raw food chef and gourmet, and yeah. So the recipe from today, I make tortilla corn chips. That is a little bit inspired by him, and I already prepared everything. I have corn kernels, 3 cups, yellow bell pepper cut into pieces. I have some lime juice pressed, and flax meal. It is ground flax seeds in a coffee grinder. And some spices. Of course, here is the tasty thing that makes the most important is cumin seeds. Yeah, I show you my little spice table. Cumin seeds, 1 tablespoon. Salt, 1.5 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon, be careful, that might be very hot, of chili powder. So I'll have these dehydrator sheets here, and I will show you the whole process. It's pretty easy. Yeah, once you know it, you get acquainted to it. And I begin with my food processor. See, fitted with the S blade, wave-like blade. And first I put in my kernels, 3 cups. Remember? In the end, it's about the texture and the taste. The bell pepper, 1 bell pepper, yellow, of course, corn. And the spices, all of it. Salt, garlic powder, chili, cumin. This is pretty characteristic for Russell, this kind of combination. I really find, I'm impressed, I have to say I'm impressed. That's why I like to feature him. 1, 2, 3. And, well, begin with this. Just bring it to the tray. First, you notice we leave this here out, the flax meal, we leave it out, because special thing to that I will explain in a minute. No. What happens? It is usual that you put it in the food processor, and then you have to scrape down the sides a little bit to help it turn over the dough. So I just interrupt the process And here we go. 1 more, 3. Now, I would like you to have an experience how long it takes to process these, because you want your crackers really nice, thin and crispy. So in order to achieve that, you have to process the dough, to a very fine puree. And that takes some time, because if you have a very fine, you can spread a very thin layer on your dehydrator sheets. If you have gross, you cannot make it so thin. So that's why it takes some time. But be patient. Let's see what we have now. Okay, that will do it. Now once we have the puree, we can go on and take the next step. Now I put the flax meal in, and this flax meal is a miracle story, because it is used in so many crackers. It's the foundation of many crackers, because it is getting a little bit jelly, so it gives the textures a nice texture. So it's one of the rare things in the raw food kitchen, the gourmet kitchen, will always use as a base for many things. And that is good too, because flaxseed has these wonderful omega-3 and 6 fatty acids. That's very important for vegans, especially because you need these kind of fatty acids. They are rarely in the plant kingdom, but that's why we all like to eat flax. Let's have a little check. So this is my spread, my dough. I will use this one. Oh guys, I show you, I tell you, there are so many wonderful, fancy, great chefs out there. They have made their own inventions, and some are really elaborating on it, and have nice things, and next time eventually, I will come to show you a super cracker. Yeah, that is, you will have the experience of buying a regular cracker, like the great companies we're all crazy about in our earlier lives, of course. Understood? But there is one person who won an award for it. She made the most amazing crackers that really are better than barbecue crackers, you know. We all know. So amazing, and she has some great tricks, fancy tricks, and she said the most important thing is when you begin with crackers. You make your dough, you follow your recipes, you do your own, and then at a certain point, then it begins to get interesting. You have to taste it before you bring the dough onto the flax sheet, the dehydrator sheet. You have to taste the dough. There it all begins. Oh yeah, I say it is hot like Mexico, but not too hot, so we all can enjoy. This is perfect. So I will spread it now. See, this is my dough. And I will need two of these trays. So I put half of it, half of this quantity of this on my first sheet. And so I show you the way I do it. So you have an idea. You find your own way once you decide to do these things. So first you bring it up all and you spread it grossly with a big spoon, for example. See, that is pretty quickly done. And the tricky part is, once you have spread it grossly, like I do now, and you have to use another tool, because the dough begins to stick on the spoon, metal or wood, doesn't matter, so you won't succeed to go to the subtle part, where it gets tricky. Because you have to make sure that this dough, this cracker, is spread very even and very thin. So then you have a crispy one. I will show you after dehydration, that will be 12 hours later or so, I will show you the result. And you will be amazed, excited. So, a little bit more. There's some more. Part one. And now I need this one. It's comes with the dehydrator. It's a part of the dehydrator set. Now you can really do it very fine, spread it very fine. I like to spread it perfectly into the corners. Then once it's done, I put it in the oven, or the dehydrator, at no higher than 41 degrees. That is in America, in the States, it's 105, for 10 hours or so. And then I'll peel it off the sheet and turn it around on the other kind of sheet with holes. I showed you in the other video when I make the onion powder. You can look it up in my gallery there, in my video archive. Onion powder, I introduced the dehydrators, and they have two different kinds of sheets, the good ones. The one is like this, the Flax, the non-stick dehydrator sheet. That is for these liquid kind of doughs. Yeah? You need this one, this kind of non-stick sheet, without any holes. But that will take the mass to dry longer. And as soon as possible, you turn it around, you peel it off, take it off, you peel the dough as one layer off the sheet, turn it around, and you cut, with this instrument, you cut it into pieces. But you pre-cut. So once the crackers are ready, you will crack them apart, and they will just break apart alongside these little lines you draw into the dough. And I will show you that too. In 10 hours, when these crackers are half ready, and I will show you, that will be in a minute in this video, and your time machine, and then I put it again into the machine and the dehydrator, and after a second pause, I will show you the crackers as they are in the final state to enjoy. With guacamole or anything you like. You can eat them as is too. So I think this is nice. Good enough. Don't want to overdo it. Guess you got an idea. Can do the second one for myself, and you have an idea, and let's see you very soon. Corn crackers, dehydrated. So half I will push from below, and free the sides. Pretty much done. There's a little bit more of humidity in the crackers, so I will have to dehydrate them for a while, some more hours, to get them really dry and crunchy. Then they will, once they are dry, and they know the water is out of it, got out of them, I'll be able to store them for months. They'll keep a long time. So I can peel off the non-stick sheet, you see, and I'll have these this nice layer of crackers. Have to be cut now, scored into individual pieces, and that is easy because I have a long chef knives and a large cutting board, so I can make long and simple cuts diagonal through the whole square. I aim, and I press the knife down to cut them to the next side, and go on. I repeat this process. Did 2 cuts, 2 diagonals, so I have 4 long big triangles, evenly shaped like this. And now I will halve the whole square. At the same time, halving each of the 4 triangles. From the top of each of the triangles to the base. You'll have given me these triangles. 8 of these. I repeat this. Now I have 8 triangles, and I will have, with the next 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts, I will have 16. At the same time, I'll have now 2 triangles always forming 1 square, and I cut a diagonal to each of the 4 squares, smaller squares. So with 1 cut, I'll get 4 of a 16 triangle like that, and with the next cut, I will get 32. And as you see now, I have finished the cutting process, the scoring, and I have 32 little triangles, the size of my final crackers, and I will take the knife, use the knife to lift them up like a tart, like a piece of cake, and put them on my mesh dehydrator sheet. Well, I want to show you for how it looks like. It's a mesh, you see, all these little holes will allow for the air to circulate all through the layers, and the dehydration process will be a lot easier and faster. Quickly put all these on. You see. Well, can you imagine what it looks like? And I will show you the crackers once they are done. Hey. See you in a minute. Corn crackers, Mexican corn crackers, ready, dehydrated, crispy, and a little bit cooled down, that they keep their crispiness. See, can you hear it? Crack, crisp. So I quickly put it into the sealed container, so they keep that crispiness, crisp. You can eat them with sour cream and cashews, or with guacamole, or just as is. See, that's how I put them in here, in a circle, in triangles. Nice picture. See? That's what I've got here now. See you soon.